So yesterday I did a bunch of projects. I was like so busy. I love to get in those grooves where you're just so busy. You just go from thing to things. And you're just in this flow. I love that. And it just, it's like you go into sync with time or something. Like you're not fighting it in any way. You're just moving with it. It's just like, I just love that feeling. But so today, I was doing some stuff. And one of the great things, I know I've talked about this before, but one of the blessings of having a brain injury is that you find stuff you didn't know you had all the time. And, you know, on top of that, you get to find it over and over and over. So you get that little like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had this. Oh, I didn't know I had this. It can be the same thing over and over, but it happens all the time. Clothes, all sorts of stuff. I'm always just like, oh, I didn't know I had this. And it's so exciting. So anyways, I've been waiting for this paint to finish the front door. I haven't painted the pictures on it yet. I've been just doing the base. And I had run out of paint, so I've been waiting for this paint to get here. And then I found some under my sink. So I was like, oh, I've got some paint I didn't know I had. So, and one of the beautiful things too about being single is that when you do weird shit, nobody's there to tell you you can't do that. So I just started spray painting in the house. Last time I took the door off, it was hard. Oh my God, that door is heavy. It's like some big Stanley metal solid door from 25 years ago. I mean, this thing is heavy. And it was an ordeal to get those stupid things out. I swear to God, I got to work out just pounding the little thingies that hold it, like trying to get them out of there. Oh my God. And plus, I think somebody had painted them in. So it was like, oh my gosh, it was so hard. And so anyways, I was just like, well, when I do the front, I'm just going to paint it while it's on. And it smells so strong in paint in my house right now. My throat is hurting. I painted another door too. And I painted it in the house, but not with spray paint. It was with a brush paint. And this one I'm doing with spray paint. And when I did that one, the house smelled all yesterday. It was super strong. And so now it smells so horrible. And, you know, in all the relationships I've ever been in, oh, yeah. I would be called the biggest idiot in the world at this point. And, you know, but I can be the biggest idiot in the world and nobody's going to say jack shit. The dogs will just go outside and go and get away from this crazy lady. And they do that sometimes. Oh, I'm telling you, lately, was Stella whining all the time and Trixie jumping like a fucking mad woman every fucking second. And, Stella blocking the door. Now she's blocking the hall. Like I'm trying to walk from room to room. I've got like I've got these little beings following me. And then I try and turn and they just are going to stand there and like play around, like sniff each other's butt. Like, hey, this is kind of fun. And it's like, this is not fun. I'm in the middle of something. Move your asses. Oh, it's very frustrating. So I've been high frustration level lately. There's something else I wanted to say about that. But anyways, I just think that it is freeing when you get to just do stupid shit and you don't have somebody sitting there judging you and stuff. So if you're in a relationship with somebody, you know, I'm sorry if they drive you crazy because they do stupid shit all the time, but maybe you're just not in alignment with them. Maybe you're just not with the right person. Maybe it's time to just, you know, go find somebody who is more on your level and let them go find someone on their level. That's what I think. I think, why are we constantly trying to force things, you know, make things happen when there is a flow? We just have to get in with the flow. Just like when I get in alignment with time and you're just, you know, you're creating and you're just in the flow and you're just doing stuff and it feels like nothing can go wrong. And, but when things do go wrong, that's what I call on. I call on them to come in and help me. And, you know, I wish I could get it in other people's heads how I see, you know, this this world. And, you know, that how surrounded we really are. And these energies are huge. You know, we think we're so big, you know, because we're bigger than ants. We're surrounded by huge energies here to support us and, you know, give us guidance. You just have to tap into, you know, the guidance. You know, we all share a common guidance in this experience. And, you know, this morning I woke up, obviously, and, but usually I'll have my window will be, I'll have, you know, like dark blackout light shades over it so that the light doesn't come in and wake me up in the morning. And then plus it just makes me feel like, I don't know, it's so crazy because right now I have my window open on part of it because I have one of those window fans in because my house is stuffy as shit. This little cabin, they did not do right with the ventilation or something. I don't know what they did wrong. At some point I'll have enough money, I'll be able to fix all that stuff. But anyways, so I have to have that fan is the only thing. If I just have a regular fan in there during the summer, oh my gosh, it is like so hot. But if I have a window fan, it is like an air conditioner. So anyways, I have the window open for this window fan and it will creep me out. Like behind me, it's pretty good distance where the next house is and nobody even lives there right now. And in between is all the greenbelt part. You know, that's where the mountain lions and shit wander through. And, oh, which somebody did see bear poop the other day. And, so, and they're giving us notification, get your cats in, get your dogs in, the coyotes are in the neighborhood. And, but so back there, and my window's a bit up because my house is like, kind of like built on a hill. So this part, like I'm going to do a deck in the back, but it's got to go way up on, stilts, kind of. Not way up, not like those ones where it's the second story, but it's higher. And so my back window is pretty high. I mean, nobody could just, you know, creep in my yard and peer in, but it still gives me that creepy feeling that somebody is watching. But then I know that there's always people watching us, always. I've known that since I was little. And so anyways, I get creeped out. Like when I go in there and I take off my clothes and stuff like that, I always feel like they're just watching out there, like Bigfoot is watching. And so anyways, though, this is totally different. So when I woke up this morning, I didn't wake up. Stella woke up. And then she told me that she wanted to go out. So she just puts pressure on me until I get up. It really irritates me. So that was like 5:05. So I let her out and I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to go lay back down. So I go in there and lay back down. I keep trying to go back to sleep, but it's always pointless. And so I'm just laying there, you know, doing my intentions for the day, my affirmations, you know, my gratitude, just, you know, thinking about stuff. And when I opened up my eyes, you know, I was like the windows right here and I opened my eyes and I could see up and it was just, you know, the trees that are in my yard, I don't know, like feet very good. I would say they're probably 100, 150 feet, maybe. They're super big. And, so when I looked up, you're just looking straight up, these trees. And I was like, I mean, I'll look at them, but I don't know, it just caught me different this time. And I just thought, oh my gosh, this is magnificent. You know, there's so many people that don't get to wake up to this. There's so many people who don't even get to have any experience with nature or trees. And they just, you know, are surrounded by concrete and fast-paced energy. And it's just like, it's such a blessing when you get to have that, you know, and I have such great appreciation for it. And so just looking out and just feeling so, you know, connected and fortunate and lucky. Like when you look out and you see all these big trees surrounding you, it is like you have all this grandfather spirit just surrounding you, just like, I'm taking care of you. Don't you worry about this. And it just feels so good and so safe. And, but I was thinking that, you know, it is weird because how much of what is going on right now is really about the earth, you know, and this is like the earth's journey. You know, this is so much of what's going on. We're an extension of what, but when you think about it, like how much this being has been abused for so long, and she's just remained connected to, you know, all of us that comes from her. You know, like we are here because she is here. We wouldn't be here if she wasn't here, you know. We'd be somewhere else. I mean, because we're infinite beings, we'd be somewhere else. But while we're here, we are an extension of her. We are connected to her. And, you know, and it just, I don't know, it just gave me like this renewed kind of feeling of, you know, how cool that is. That, you know, she's breaking free from this abuse that she's experienced for so long. And we're here to support her. We're here to recognize what has been going on and to facilitate this, you know, grand awakening. And this is like, you know, a flower garden is just going to all of a sudden bloom all at the same time. It's like such a beautiful experience. I know it's like super traumatic right now for a lot of people, and it's a lot of stuff going on, but you know, this is really such a cool time. And I'm just so excited that I'm connected to it in the way I'm connected to it, because it is, it's a really fun thing to experience. And, you know, I just was thinking I should also say, but if you're in a relationship, you know, just to always give each other the freedom to express yourself, to be yourself. And when somebody does stupid shit, you don't have to shame them. You know, we don't want to be like that anymore. We want them, you know, like, I can see that that was stupid. Like, I'm not stupid. I know it was stupid. I was just trying to do something stupid and get away with it. But I've been with so many people who would love to just, you know, carry on about how stupid I really am. And it is, you know, that's a blessing too, to be away from that energy and to be free of, you know, somebody who can't see me for me, because we all have these, we're all the zebra. The zebra represents us all. We have both light and dark in us. But if you're with somebody who can only see the dark and can't see your light, it's not the person for you. It's not the experience. You know, your experience is to learn that that is not for you. And I'm just gonna, you know, be here to say, to recognize it, start looking at it in those kinds of ways. You know, I don't need to change myself. I don't need to be different. I just need to find other people who appreciate me, because, you know, they're out there. But if we're so focused on people who don't appreciate us and just constantly trying to change, you know, take that round peg and just beat it in their little square hole. The round one would go through the square one. Okay. But trying to beat the square one into the round hole. So you're just sitting there trying to beat your differences into their differences. Then, you know, you're defeating your own abilities, you're not recognize your own wonderful beauty, you know, and getting to experience yourself. You're trying to be something someone else wants you to be. And that's not what life is about. You know, in this time that we're experiencing right now is so much about freedom and embracing yourself and learning to love yourself. And, you know, I mean, it's painful to learn to love yourself, yeah, because you got to see your dark side. And a lot of people don't want to recognize, like, everybody wants to just think, hey, I'm better than you. I'm great. I'm better than you. It's like, no, we all have good and bad. Yeah, you have to resolve yourself, which, by the way, I was thinking about this too when I said just for prosperity. Then I kept thinking, is it posterity or prosperity, or is it both? Is it just depend on where you're from, like where that saying came from? So I don't know, but you know, I just really, I just constantly, I get confirmation of the manipulation that we suffer with language and the words and, you know, the changing, and even with it being location, you know, the different words. I remember there was those tests there for a while, like which word do you use, you know, 18-wheeler, big, I don't even remember all the words, but those kinds of things. And when you went in, there are lots of, I've heard of, because I had lived in the Midwest. Well, my parents were, I was born there, but my parents, my family, the farmers and stuff, they all had a certain way of talking, you know, Midwest, and then South. So they had a particular way of talking. Then going to Southern California, they had a particular way of talking. And then coming up here to Washington State, and then in Colorado, I would say Colorado and Washington State are probably most similar. Southern California is very different. The South is very different. And the Midwest is very different. They're all very different from each other. But so I'd heard a lot of different phrases from different people and stuff. And so in that test, I could recognize a lot of those. But there was definitely some, you know, that they say over on the East Coast. And, you know, what would that be, the Southeast? That they have different phrases and different ways that they use words. And, you know, there's just like one thing could have 5 different labels by 5 different, you know, by tons of different people. So, I don't know. I'm really, really been thinking about the word thing lately. I know I talk about it a lot, but I mean, just like notice, just start paying attention. And it starts, you know, you start seeing it different. So, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, okay, I'll be right back.